Good day, pupils. How are you? Are you ready for the lesson? Now let's begin our lesson. Unit 7 Learning Objectives. Understand the main points in a limited range of short, simple text on general and curricular topics. Lesson objectives. You will discuss a problem in groups. Understand main ideas while reading. Demonstrate the ability to find correct information without any mistakes. And there are 4 questions to these pictures. Do you like reading? I think you like reading. And there are many books. Have you got your favorite books? And who is he? Yes, you're right. He is a writer. And what is the theme of our lesson? And you are right. Books and writers. Talking about writers and their books. This assessment criteria identifies the main idea in extended talks with a little support. Apply topic-related vocabulary in speech appropriately arranging words and phrases into sentences. Demonstrate the ability to participate in a conversation. Descriptor. Selects an appropriate answer. Completes the task. Uses appropriate subject-specific vocabulary while speaking. Discusses questions and answers. Look at this picture. Have you read or heard this book? I think you have read The Hunger Games. The author is Susan Collins. And have you read or heard about this book? Yes, of course, you have read My Name is Koja. The author is Budapec. Do you know anything about him? Now, listen.
Track 2.26, Unit 7, Vocabulary and Listening. Exercises 3 and 4.
Hello, and welcome to Book World. Today I'm talking to Leo Burnett. He's an expert on the author Budapec Sokpak. Leo, welcome to the show. So where was Budapec born?
He was born in 1924 in the Almaty region of Kazakhstan.
And what was his childhood like? Was it happy?
No, he had a difficult childhood. His family was poor, and sometimes there wasn't enough money for food. Budapec worked when he was young to help his family. But then his mother died when he was still quite young. That was worse than anything else. It was really hard for him.
What about when he left school? What jobs did he do?
After leaving school, he first joined the army for a few years. When he left the army, he moved to Moscow. He trained to become a teacher there, and he taught in Moscow for a few years. He wasn't a teacher all his life, though. Later, he worked for a film studio and also for a newspaper.
Now tell us about his writing. How many books did he write?
He wrote about 20 books, all for children and teenagers. My Name is Koja is very popular. It's probably better known than the others. It first appeared in 1957. It wasn't his first book, but most people agree that it's very good. It isn't very long, but it's very funny and quite moving sometimes too. A lot of young people still enjoy reading it today.
And have you read all his books?
No, I haven't, but I've read a lot of them. I want to read all the others too.
And what was his big success?
Oh, that was definitely My Name is Koja.
Now you have learned about his biography. Now answer to these questions. Where was he born? Did he have a happy childhood? What jobs did he do? How many books did he write? What was his big success? And there are the answers. He was born in 1924 in the Almaty region of Kazakhstan. He had a difficult childhood. He moved to Moscow and trained to become a teacher. Later, he worked for a film studio and also for a newspaper. He wrote about 20 books. My Name is Koja is become popular in all around the world. Now, pupils, write the new words, adjectives to describe your books. Funny, dull, imaginative, scary, exciting, moving, appealing, fascinating. Now listen to book reviews. My Name is Koja by Berdimuhamed Sokpakbaev. I love this book. It's so funny. It makes you laugh out loud. It tells the story of a boy called Koja. He behaves badly at school and the teachers don't know what to do with him. It's quite moving sometimes because Koja's life isn't easy. There is something new in every page, so it's never dull. The book first came out in 1957, but it's still very appealing to young people because it is still a great read. The Hunger Games by Susan Collins. I have read this science fiction book 3 times. The story is exciting, so you can't put it down. The story has some fascinating ideas about the future too. People take part in a TV show and they have real fights to win food for their part of the city. Some parts are quite scary, so I don't read it if you get frightened easily. I love imaginative books like this one. I would definitely recommend it. Now, choose the words according to the text. My Name is Koja. What kind of book is it? I think it's funny. And The Hunger Games. What kind of book is it? I think it's exciting. Now there are keywords: funny, moving, dull, appealing, scary, fascinating, imaginative, exciting. I think My Name is Koja is not dull. It is funny, moving, and The Hunger Games is imaginative and is scary and appealing, fascinating. I think you have written correctly. Now, next task to Group A. Choose the correct answers. Exercise 4, page 84. What do we learn about Berdibek's childhood? What do we learn about the jobs that Berdibek did? The book My Name is Koja was. To Group B, choose the correct answers. Exercise 2, page 84. You can learn a lot from this book. It is really fascinating, dull. Some people enjoy being frightened, so they love moving, scary. Fairy tales are imaginative, appealing to children. I think you have written correctly. Next, feedback on the work. Write 3 new words you have learned, 2 activities you liked, 1 difficulty you have experienced. Homework, your assessment criteria. Think about a writer you know. Write some sentences about their life and their books. Then write 10, 12 sentences to a partner. The lesson is over. Goodbye, pupils.